What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotics, bringing you our Week 9 battle for the ICBA. Today we face off against the Los Angeles Lookers, coached by Jared Bear. Now, Jared has a very good team. I think we have good ways to answer it. I think basically we definitely have a matchup. There's basically, I think, 2 or 3 things only that kind of scare me, but his team overall is built very well. He's got a really solid team. He actually has a team that reminds me very much of my team from the D-League. So let's just go into the matchup, and I'll explain to you why I think he has a team that reminds me of my D-League team. So to start off, he's got a Pheromosa, had that, a Mew, had that, an Arcanine, had that. Right there, it's 3 of the big mons that he has that are actually mons that I had on my D-League team. Now, of course, we didn't make playoffs because the league kind of was cut in half almost. So because of that, not that much success. But Jared is in pretty much the same position that we are in. I believe we have the same record, if I'm not mistaken. And because of that, it's basically going to be winner makes playoffs. Or that's almost guaranteed, basically. So yeah, let's just get into it. So our opponent's team is Pheromosa, Mew, Arcanine, Hydreigon, Primarina, Doublade, Lycanroc Day, Rotom-Mow, Bouffalant, Piloswine, and Mega Pinsir. The things that I'm really scared about are the Mega Pinsir, the Pheromosa, and the Primarina. Those are the 3 things I'm really scared about, mostly because Battlebond Greninja just beats his entire team. It just wins against his entire roster, except for the Primarina. We literally just beat his entire roster. Like, it's super effective coverage on everything, except for the Bouffalant. Pretty much it. Oh yeah, and the Pheromosa and Pinsir, but those died of Water Shuriken. So Primarina is basically something I have to get rid of, and because of that, I decided to build a team around my Greninja, and I really want to make playoffs. Guys, I'm not in a position to miss out on playoffs for the first time. I think definitely the misclick last week kind of hurt, and it really hurt our chances, but we do have a shot of making playoffs. So yeah, anyways, let's get into it. So we have a team of Battlebond Greninja with Zmoose, Latios, Zmoose, Blacephalon, Ferrothorn, Gligar, Mandibus, Silvally, Ditto, Electivire, Masquerain, and Mega Gallade. Now, spoiler, I'm bringing the exact same 6 Pokemon that I brought last week. The sets are a bit different, but they're pretty much the same. So to start off, we'll go with Pedro Lucian here, our Silvally Fairy, with Multi-Attack, Parting Shot, Rest, and Sleep Talk. We have pretty much max HP, max defense with a little bit in special defense. Basically, if I can find my notes. Did I make notes? I don't think I made notes. Basically, this lets us take as many hits as possible from the Pheromosa and the Hydreigon. This set beats his entire team. It helps us out so much. The big thing is we can rest on a lot of things. Sleep Talk to Parting Shot away, and Fairy coverage is really good against him, except for the Doublade and the Arcanine. Really, I think everything else is like, if it gets hit by a Play Rough, it's not happy. So yeah, then we have Aaron, our Mandibuzz with the Rocky Helmet, Foul Play, Roost, U-Turn, and Tailwind. Tailwind is a really good tech to help us outspeed the Pheromosa. It helps us outspeed potential Scarf Pokemon like Hydreigon or Rotom-Mow, and it also helps us outspeed Mega Pinsir, forcing it to go for a quick attack instead of a return or frustration or something. So yeah, we then have Foul Play because that hits everything so hard. Then we have Sohan's Dragon, our Choice Scarf Latios. I believe this is the first time I'm bringing a Choice Scarf Latios. We have Draco, Psyshock, Trick, and Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is there solely for the Doublade, and then we have Draco Meteor and Psyshock, which hit everything really hard. Trick is there because I want to potentially try and trick the Primarina, maybe even the Mew if it's a setup set, or not a setup set, a bulky set, because I recently got beat down by a bulky Mew because for some reason Mew is so fat, so I want to make sure I had another option for that. And yeah, we then have Walrein, our Occaberry holding Ferrothorn. This is actually the exact same EV spread from what I remember, I think so. We have Leech Seed, Stealth Rock, Gyro Ball, and Knockoff. Knockoff is there because I want to get rid of stuff like Scarfs on Hydreigon, like a potential Colbur Berry on the Mew. I want to get rid of a Leftovers on the Arcanine or on the Primarina, get rid of that recovery on that Pokemon because it's kind of a pain to deal with. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Leech Seed is for general recovery, Stealth Rock because he has a Mega Pinsir. I gotta make sure I have a decent hazard up on the field for that thing. And then we have our Greninja here, Ashley, with the Splash Plate. We have Water Shuriken, U-Turn, Dark Pulse, and Ice Beam. This set beats his entire team. The reason I have U-Turn over Gunk Shot is because I feel like he's going to be Kebiaberry on his Primarina. If he's not Kebiaberry on his Primarina, then I'm kind of confused because this set just beats his entire team if I had Gunk Shot. And yeah, but I didn't feel like running Gunk Shot was a smart play because I felt like he would switch in his Primarina on my Greninja, and I would pretty much die to anything he would go for a Moonblast if I had gone for the Gunk Shot. So yeah, moving on though, we have Texas Man, our Mega Gallade. Oh wait, sorry, before I do that, I'll just say Water Shuriken, with our investment more modest nature, we like Oko, like the Pheromosa. We helps us out with the Lycanroc Day, because if we outspeed that, a Solid Rock won't do that much to us. or sorry, not won't do that much to us, won't actually hit us because we'll hit first, same with Palo Swine, but then we have Ice Beam for the High Dragon, and Dark Pulse Okos a max HP double aid. So yeah, and then next up we have Mega Gallade Texas Man here with knockoff Drain Punch, Thunder Punch, and Swords Dance. The reason I'm running Thunder Punch and not Poison Jab is because I am confident he's going to bring the Kepi Berry on the Primarina, and this set is really good at breaking down his team. If I can get up a Swords Dance, and if the Mew isn't holding a Colbur Berry, then we pretty much can sweep his entire team except for the Pheromosa, because I believe we outspeed everything. Well, we also have the pinch, we have to stay out of range of Quick Attack, but Thunder Punch hits that thing super effectively too. So yeah guys, that's our team. Let me know who you think will be the MVP of this week's battle, of course, in the comment section below. Also guys, be sure to smash that subscribe button. At the time of recording this, we still have not hit 400 subscribers, and I know you guys can do it. Alright, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to go down there, hit the subscribe button, and turn on your notifications, because that way you will see every time a video of mine goes live. Anyways, I've rambled long enough. Let's get into the battle. Alright, here we are back with the battle. As you can see, our opponent brought the Arcanine, Mega Pinsir, Mew, Doublade, Primarina, and the Pheromosa. Kind of an expected team. I didn't think the Arcanine was coming, but the other 5 I could definitely have seen coming. I think every single time the Pinsir, Mew, Primarina, and Pheromosa came, both times I mocked the what is it called? The Rotom Mo came, but I mean, I guess not this time. Anyways, I'm going to make sure this is higher quality one more time. And yeah, let's get started. It's going to do its thing again, the magic, and there we go. So, our opponent has a ton of great Pokemon team. I'm actually lead off with my Ferrothorn here because I didn't think he was going to lead off with the Arcanine. But, what do I know? He leads off with the damn Arcanine. So, yeah, I guess he was thinking I was probably going to try and get Brock's first turn, but that wasn't my plan of attack. I thought he was going to kind of lead off with something else instead. Either way, he goes to the Flamethrower here. I'm going to get my Rocks, and this is going to do a decent amount. And it kind of showed me that he's actually, from my calc, it said that he had no special attack investment. So because of that, I switched out into my Latios here. And my plan is right now I want to trick his potential, not Primarina, yeah, his Primarina or his Mew. So I went for the trick after he goes to the Flamethrower here. And, you know, I think that's a pretty good play here. I go for the trick, and he actually stays in. I don't know what item he has, but he can be tricked. So it actually ends up being the leftovers. And that's fine by me. We're going to get back some health now every turn. But he actually has the Dragon Pulse. And again, that sucks. Oh, by the way, I will say this is a recreation, so we'll get into that a bit later on. But anyways, he switches out now, and I believe I switch out too, and I go into my my Gallade here, right? So I go into my Gallade, or my, what do I do? No, I go into my Silvally Fairy here. So, good play on his part switching out there, and at this point here, I'm going to go for the Parting Shot as he goes to the Defog and gets rid of his Rocks, which is so unfortunate for us, because, I mean, well, we lose out on our Rocks, and we lost our Aqua Berry, so we have to make sure that we're in on, since it's not the Arcanine, or if the Arcanine is locked to the Dragon Pulse now to get back up our Rocks. I go into my Texas Man here, and he's at lowered attack, so I'm going to go for the Drain Punch here. No, Drain Punch here, sorry, the Swords Dance here, because a Swords Dance into 2 knockoffs will OHKO this thing, and that is my plan. So I go for Swords Dance, and he is actually, I believe, going to go for the Dazzling Gleam, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, the Taunt. Why do I think Dazzling Gleam? Why do I go? Yeah, I think he goes for Dazzling Gleam later, if I'm not mistaken. So I go for the knockoff here, and he actually is the Colbur Berry. Of course he is, it's kind of obvious. He wasn't left over, so he's going to be Colbur Berry. And I think, yeah, now he goes to the Dazzling Gleam, there we go. And he actually crits us here. Now, in the original game, he did not crit us, so we had to kind of play around a little bit. So I KO the Mew here, which is what happened again in the original game. And yeah, so he's now going to go into the Logo, which is his Doublade. Now, Doublade, this is actually a misplay. He wasn't supposed to go into the Doublade. He was supposed to go into, I believe, the Mega Pinsir. So that's why he went Doublade. I went for the Drain Punch here, and he is going to go for the Swords Dance. Now, I think the reason for that, what was the reason for that? Oh yeah, to get my Taunt to wear off so I can go for the Swords Dance now as he swapped into his Pinsir, because his Pinsir was at full health when he came in. So I go for the Swords Dance now, and at this point here, I'm going to switch out, because originally I was at +2, he had Quick Attack, I want to switch out and get into something else. So I go into Aaron, my Rocky Helmet Mandibuzz, which would be really good against him, because we do have, of course, the Rocky Helmet, which will be perfect to stop his Pinsir. And I think we're not too KO'd by Pinsir's return, which is also amazing. So he goes for Quick Attack here, does very little to us, we actually do more with Rocky Helmet. And he's going to switch out now, and I believe I go for the Foul Play. I want to go for U-turn really badly, but I couldn't risk him going for the Swords Dance. So I go for the Foul Play here, and he goes into his Primarina. And Primarina is just a pain in the ass this entire game, guys. Oh my god, it's such a problem to deal with. I'm going to switch out now because I'm afraid he's going to outspeed us. And I go into my Ferrothorn here, and he pulls a double, and I believe he goes into his Arcanine here. So great play on his part. Really wish I'd gone for the U-turn there. Would have been in so much of a better position. And I have to now switch out, and I go into my Latios, I believe, here. Or no, I go into my Silvally here. So Silvally comes out, he goes for the Flamethrower here, and I'd take a decent amount of damage from this, just about 50-ish, a bit more than that. And I go for the Parting Shot right here on his incoming Pinsir. Now, you know, I actually was in an okay position before. I think because I didn't get crit, I went into my Mega Galliot here because he couldn't OHKO me with the Thunder Punch, with the Quick Attack. So because of that, I went to my Galliot again. He switched out into the double, which is what he did in the original game, and I went for the Thunder Punch here. And I didn't paralyze the thing, but I got a decent amount of chip on it, and I can go for the knockoff now and bring it pretty low as well. So hopefully after one more knockoff, we can take it out. So he goes for the Toxic here, and in the original game, he went for his Toxic, then the Shadow Sneak, and I believe I was able to KO him after. So I go for the knockoff here, and we bring him down to enough where a Thunder Punch will take him out. And he goes for Toxic again because, of course, he went for Shadow Sneak. That would kill me at this point. So at this point, I'm going to go for the Swords Dance here because I need to make sure the Toxic damage actually takes me out, because that's what happened in the original game. The Toxic damage takes me out as I took out his Double Blade. So he's not going to go for the Shadow Sneak here. He's going to go for the Toxic. I'm going to go for Thunder Punch and take out the Double Blade. So quickly, it is 5-4 now after our Galliot goes down. He has left his Primarina, his Pheromosa, his Arcanine, and his... What am I missing out? I forget what I'm missing. The... Pinsir? I'm thinking that's it. Yeah. Anyway, so he goes into his Pheromosa here. This is a horrible switch on my part. This is where the game was recreated. This is where the recreation ended. So he goes for the Bug Buzz here, and I wish I'd gone for this thing earlier because that would put me in such a good position. I could have clicked Leech Life, or Leech Seed, sorry, and gotten some health back on the Arcanine or whatever it may be, but instead I had to sack off my Ferrothorn, and it's a big problem to us. He ended up being speed boosting, which is good for us. I believe he actually ended up being very specially offensive, almost like, I think my calc said he was max special attack almost. So yeah, anyways, he goes into his Madonna here, and I think I went for the multi-attack on the what is it called, Primarina, because I need to get chip damage on that thing so my my Greninja could win the game. Anyways, I go for the Parting Shot now. I should have definitely just gone for the multi-attack. I should have kept going for that because I would have been so much of a better situation. But I go into AA run here, and at -1, he's going to go for the Moonblast, and we actually take 2 of these for sure, from max HP, of course. So I'm going to go for the Roost, I believe now. I think he stays in. No, he switches out. Nope, he stays in. Oh my god, I was wrong. Anyways, so I'm going to stay in, go for the Roost here, get back to almost full health, and he actually can't bring me to where we die. We get 2 killed by this. So I'm going to go for the Roost one more time. I believe he stays in again, and he goes to the Moonblast, and then I think I U-turn out, thinking he's going to switch out because he knows he's in a losing battle. So I go for the Roost again. I get back up to about, I guess, 90%, 95%. He goes to the Moonblast, brings us down to about 50%, and he's pretty much at full now, which is just... God damn, this Primarina is such a problem because I don't have Gunk Shot on my, what is it called? On my, oh my god, Greninja, there we go. But he goes into his Arcanine, and thankfully I clicked U-turn here, and I managed to switch out, and I can go directly into, I believe I go to my Latios here. Yeah, I go into my Latios here because I'm out of range of a Dragon Pulse. There's nothing you can do, the Dragon Pulse will not take me out. It does 70 at max, I think it was. So Dragon Pulse comes out, and it will not be able to take me out. He actually gets a max roll right there, and Side Shock comes out. I was thinking he was going to go to the Primarina, so that's why I went for the Side Shock. But right here, I'm thinking, okay, I need to make a decision. Do I switch out into my Silvally, because Silvally Fairy will be immune, of course, to the Dragon Pulse, or do I stay in and think he's going to switch out into the Primarina? And I was thinking, well, I definitely think he's going to switch out because he'll be able to come back in and take me out again with anything else he wants to go for, and he won't die to a Side Shock from Primarina. And I think he's going to have his Leftovers recovery will be able to help him stall out a bit. He's going to have the Mandibuzz come in. He can gain recovery through the Roost stalling that I'm going to do. So I definitely thought he was going to go and switch out into his Primarina. So because of that, I decided to stay in and click the Psyshock. So he's actually going to stay in and click Dragon Pulse. And I was thinking, who does that? Who does that? Apparently this guy. And it worked out for him because that was my last check, my last offensive answer to the Primarina. The only way I could possibly win this game is if somehow my Greninja learned Gunk Shot or Thunder Punch randomly. So I'm going to go for the U-turn here. It's my only play. I have to chip this thing down as much as possible. But guys, at this point, the game is over because I can't break the Primarina. I literally can't. I have to just go for multi-attack after multi-attack after multi-attack. And I can't beat the Primarina because he can, I believe at this range he can 2KO me. Or yeah, I think he can 2KO me with the Moonblast. So I go with the multi-attack here. He's actually, I believe, max HP. I think he's probably their mixed defense. I can't remember. I just know he's max HP. I don't think he has any. I don't think he has any. Special attack investment? So I go for the rest here just to make sure I'm out of range of the Moonblast, and I can live too. I can go for Parting Shot. Actually, I can go for Sleep Talk, and then wake up and rest. I'll be fine. So I just need to make sure that I either roll a Parting Shot or a multi-attack, and I still have a chance to win this game. So he switches out and he goes into Shredder, his Pinsir, and I just need, again, multi-attack or Parting Shot, just one or the other. So I Sleep Talk, and what do I roll? Rest. Okay, let's try it again. I can still live a Swords Dance from a +1 pincer. I just need to make sure that I roll my my rest, what's it called? My sleep and my parting shot. But I roll rest again. And that, guys, right there is going to seal it for us 100%. I thought we could probably have a shot to come back. I don't know why I still think we definitely had a shot to come back if we could beat the Premier, because we couldn't beat it 1v1 with our what is it called? With our, oh my god, Sylvally or our Mandibuzz if I got the drops. But then he's like, yeah, no, you can't beat my my Pheromosa, because he had, for some reason, he was like almost on max special defense Pheromosa, which is just insane. So yeah, apparently, like, I don't know, if that was his spread, I think I got his spread written down. I think I kind of put it, it was like, I don't know, let me see if I have it here. Did I keep it? No, I don't think I kept it. But it was like he had like 172 investment in his HP, in his special defense. He had like a ton of investment into his speed. I believe it was like 200 something in the stat total, and then the rest was in his special attack. So I believe that's what it was, but I can't be sure. But anyways, he's gonna go for the Moonblast here. He's gonna finish off my Sylvally. There's no point in stalling out with the rest and everything like that. So I'm just gonna go for one more multi attack, and we are gonna drop our second game in as many weeks. And I believe now, guys, we are 5-4, and we are currently in the final playoff spot right now. We are tied with, I believe, the Pittsburgh Huge Power, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I think it's them. I don't know. Anyways, but we are tied. I believe second. Oh my god. All right, there we go. I believe 2nd through 6th are all tied, which is just incredible. It's ridiculous. The fact that our division is incredibly stacked, our conference is incredibly stacked. Meanwhile, the other division, the other conference, has teams that aren't going to have winning records make the playoffs, and it's just insane. Anyways, guys, so we picked up a loss. I definitely felt like my prep was good. I don't think I executed that well. Props to Jerry Bear, he played really well. He had a good game. While staying in with the Arcanine kind of worked out. I'm not going to say I don't agree with the play, I just didn't think that was going to be his move. But it worked out for him, so more props to him. Anyways, guys, if you want to check out more Pokemon content, you should definitely subscribe to the channel, of course, and go check out our opponent. His link will be in the description below, just like the rest of the coaches in the ICBA. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share it with a friend, and I will see you all next time.